Since the beginning of the Iron Age, cult practices are attested here. Only one pillar out of 127 remains standing in Selçuk. It was once one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world and built around 323 BC as a shrine to the goddess Artemis. It's probably a stork's nest on top. The storks migrate over Turkey on their way to deliver little babies. According to ancient sources, a man who wanted to immortalize his name set the temple on fire 356 BC on the night when Alexander the Great was born. It was reconstructed later on and then ravaged by the Goths. I'm having Steve video me in front of over 2,500-year-old column. So I don't look as old. Hard to believe that it's actually part of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Where we saw that one lonesome column standing, this is what the original temple, one of the 7 wonders of the world, of the ancient world, looked like. And these are the 2 most valuable Artemis statues. Those are Roman imperial period copies of the cult statue once placed within the temple of Artemis. The great Artemis and the beautiful Artemis statues are known as the Ephesian Artemis and differ from the huntress Artemis iconography, where she wears a short functional tunic and wanders through the forest with a bow and arrow. To me, they look like breasts, but I think our guide said they represent the fertility of eggs. And it is incredible that they found them in one piece, buried by the earthquakes and time. All gold from the cult of Artemis. A griffin in bronze. I would have been so excited to be on a dig like that. And you come up with one of these little items. The museum card is not valid. It's 45 Turkish lira a person. St. John in the Gospel tells us that Jesus, before dying on the cross, entrusted to him the care of his mother when he said, "Here is your mother." And from that hour, St. John took her to his own. The Acts of the Apostles relates how after the death of Christ, his followers were persecuted in Jerusalem, and they divided the world between them for preaching the gospel. St. John was given Asia Minor. In the last century, there appeared a book, Life of the Blessed Virgin, published in Germany. It comes from the revelations of a German stigmatized nun, Katharina Emmerich. In her visions, she described with amazing accuracy the hills of Ephesus and the house where she saw the Blessed Virgin spending her last years. Mary Anna, which means Mother Mary, is where Mary was brought from Jerusalem by the Apostle John and Paul to keep her safe from persecution. And she lived supposedly in this house until her death. And every year on Ascension Day, the pilgrims come. It's still a place of pilgrimage for the Catholics. Scientific expeditions were organized in 1891, and they found this place in perfect and identical correspondence with Katarina's indications. The chapel was rebuilt on the original foundations of the House of the Blessed Virgin and have been determined to date back to the 1st and 4th century. Mary's Ascension Day is believed to be the 18th of August.